Hey guys, so we're starting off with some turmeric here, and this is just a rhizome root that you can get at your local grocery store or farmer's market. But the biggest thing here is I am trying to get some of this and I'm trying to plant it myself. This is just one for the sake of this video, and it's been broken. And you know, I was like, I don't know if this thing is gonna grow at all. It had some mold on it right here, so I was like, man, and it was kind of shriveled up, okay, so it had lost a lot of its moisture. I'm confident, guys, that even a broken piece of turmeric that has mold on it is gonna be okay to regrow. And the reason I say that is I'll show you, so stay tuned a little bit. Now, let me show you what I do to these individual turmeric. If there's a small piece like this, I will kind of put them together in a sense. And I'm going to show you what I do here. I wrap them up, and I always take a bag of cinnamon because I have experimented with different organic materials that will stop fungus. And the best one that I found is ground cinnamon. So I take ground cinnamon, and you can see it in here. You can see I've used this quite a few times. And I am just gonna shake this up in here in the cinnamon, and you can see how it's getting coated really nicely. What that does, guys, this cinnamon makes it so that it inhibits any kind of mold or fungus growth on your anything that you wrap up and want to make moist. It works well. It doesn't hurt the plant or the root. And it stops any kind of mold or fungus, which is wonderful because it's going to be in a warm, humid environment. Then I take a paper towel, similar to this. There's select a sheet sizes, and I put it in some water, okay? And then I wring it. Now, turmeric, I noticed it has a tendency to need a little bit more moisture than the average paper towel roll that I use. So this isn't quite as hydrated as I would like. And then, now it already has its cinnamon on it. Okay, so, and these are the parts that are gonna grow. And I'm gonna place it on the paper towel in the center. Then I'm just gonna fold it real nice. And now this is nice and wet. And it's also protected from mold and mildew. And then I'm going to use these snack size bags. So they're real little bags. And I'm just going to place it inside this snack size bag. And I'm going to get the air out of it as much as I can and seal it. And that is going to be its little mini greenhouse right here. And I leave it in this bag for about 2 weeks. Here's one that has been sitting for 2 weeks in the cinnamon. And so this turmeric is going to grow more sprouts right on these round circular nodules here, just like this. And this also on this side. So if I were to plant it, you can see how it's kind of growing up this direction. This is how I would plant it in the dirt, something like this in a bigger, longer container. Okay, so it's really cool that this already sprouted. So it was a huge success story, guys. You can grow turmeric from the store. That's all I did. I rolled it out, and I could make this grow longer in there. It's crazy, but you can do this with turmeric as well as ginger. So there's many other things too. You can grow tons of seeds this way, tons. So I mean, think about it. These are all wrapped up. These are my ginger. And so we will crack these open here pretty soon. And it's super exciting, super. Okay guys, so the next thing I wanted to show you how to start is sweet potatoes. And these are some of the sweet potatoes that we enjoy. And so these are the ones we wanted to start to grow. As you can see here, I have cut them and dipped them in cinnamon, and they are starting to sprout. And you can just see that these are really, this one doesn't have any roots on it, okay? But the exciting part is, here's one of the same kind. Now this one doesn't have any sprouts really, except for maybe one, but look at the root system. So, and it's just in a cup of water, filtered water with some toothpicks. So I'm just gonna show you what I do. I have regular sweet potatoes, and then I have purple. Now this is the sweet potatoes that we kept from our buckets, our bucket gardening. And so all I'm going to do, guys, is cut. I'm kind of gonna look at it and go, okay, that's how I'm gonna cut it. And I'm gonna cut it about in half. This is a pretty good sweet potato here. Okay, so this one is dried out a tiny bit. That's not a big deal, okay? And if I don't like how it sits and I want it to sit a little bit different, that's okay. You can do that. And you just add it to your compost. It also makes your food happy. So you have to feed your food so your food will feed you.
What do you think you're doing? I don't think so, mister.
Trash.
You need to get in there.
Okay, so what do I do with this now?
You just chuck it in there, but don't. Oh.
You said chunk it right in
Yeah,
there.
I know, but I thought you were going to eat the rest of it. That was a total waste of a perfectly good apple in my
It's already been in the trash can, now it's over
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I'm done with it. I'm done with composting.
So, as you can see here, guys, this is our daily regimen of fruits and vegetables, and we also do tea and coffee grounds. It's a good spot.
It looks like a bunch of trash to me.
It is. It's plant trash.
There's green tea in here, there's coffee grounds in here, and this is my special fertile mix, guys. This is just eggshells, apple peels, banana peels. Sometimes there's avocado shells in there. And then, like I said, I just put it there, and at the end of the day in that bowl, at the end of the day, we throw it in a wheelbarrow. Back to the sweet potatoes though, I am trying to figure out, I want them sort of to set about here, I think. So I'm gonna kind of set it where I want it. And I'm using round toothpicks, guys. Don't use the flat. And this is kind of a heavy duty potato, so I'm gonna stabilize it with 4 toothpicks. And I may have to re-stabilize these. Now, if you have 2,000 acres or some baloney, you're not gonna be sticking toothpicks in your sweet potatoes. You're gonna be going out plowing a field with your tractor. But this is for the people who are micro gardening. This is for the micro farms. This is for the people that have a small family that don't need 1 million potatoes. It's time to start thinking. In fact, start ordering online, start ordering some of your supplies, some of your plants, some of your trees right now, because this is the time you need to plan and you need to purchase. We want to grow peanuts this year, and we want to grow sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. So we're going to do quite a few different kinds, because potatoes can also be ground up and you can make a nice potato flour. And it's actually very healthy. So there are a lot of benefits in these foods that we're growing, as well as we enjoy eating sweet potatoes. So the next thing I do here, guys, is I go ahead and prepare ahead of time a little bit better. I didn't do that very good, guys, but just bear with me. I am just gonna dust the bottom of this with cinnamon. So I love to put it on there because this is gonna spend a lot of time in the water, right? And so what we don't want is it to get all mushy and nasty. So if we rub this with some cinnamon, and if you have ever tried cinnamon, guys, from the store that is fresh and then you freshly ground your own cinnamon, it is much stronger. It is almost like a hot pepper. It's very spicy and hot. So I would dare say, now I haven't tried this, but I would like your opinion on this, guys. Have you ever put cayenne on your potatoes to keep it from getting fungus or molds? I'm wondering, because I almost want to say that's probably going to be the next or equivalent to cinnamon. Because I was also trying to purchase cinnamon, right? Because I was like, ooh, I really want cinnamon. And it comes in a tree. It's on a bark of a tree. So you peel the bark away. And as you're peeling the bark, like you're rolling the bark away, it rolls it. And that's what makes those rolls on a cinnamon. Isn't that strange? So I haven't filled these with water. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go over here And these already have their cinnamon on it. So I am just gonna fill these. So these guys are gonna produce another harvest for us. And potatoes, guys, are so easy to grow. And not only are they easy to grow, but there are so many useful parts of a potato. And you can do so many things with them. And potentially they're quite easy to grow. Like you could do this in an apartment. If you have an apartment, you can grow your own potatoes.
Jennifer, this strong twig is amazing.
I know, it's gotten some
So what is that, Jennifer?
It's my avocado, and I grew this from a seed.
Yeah. So you got an avocado seed in the house that you showed us, that round
I have 3 of them.
marble-looking thing.
I'm gonna have lots of
Wow.
avocados.
Yeah?
Because I like them, and I don't know, they're just so good. The closer the leaves are to the dirt, the more susceptible it is to this brown fungus. So I remove the leaves that are low to the ground first. I don't just start going crazy with it, but if they start looking, if there's more than 50% of the leaf is brown, pluck it.
Okay, good to know. Very good tip. Oh, don't forget, please subscribe to the channel, comment, like, do all those great things, because without you guys, there won't be an us. That doesn't even sound right. What do you got, Jennifer?
Hibiscus.
That's cool, right? And behind the house,
Even this little baby.
you've got hibiscus back there,
It's
and they
tiny.
got these beautiful red flowers on them, right? And then, of course, there's all kinds of uses for them. You can make tea out of hibiscus and whatever.
And not only that, but they're just a beautiful flower.
Yeah.
Beautiful, big, colorful thing. Now this is one of the hibiscus that I literally just stuck it in a pile of dirt, okay? And now it's growing some roots and it's starting to get more leaves. So it's happy just in some dirt.
So that's your baby meme sapote you got here. So how did you start that?
A seed.
A seed? A big seed. It wasn't like one of those little apple seeds.
It was the biggest seed I've ever seen. So guys, here's a pomegranate. And this one right here is about a gallon size. This one would cost you about 60 bucks, 50 bucks, depending on how big of a plant you get. If you go on Etsy, you can find them cheaper. The problem is the variety. And that's what I'm trying to refine right now, guys, is I tested this one out to see how hardy it is. I'm not too thrilled with it. I would like one that is a little bit more cold hardy.
Yeah.
This one, I don't know. It seems a little pansy-ish.
Right. So if you go and buy a pomegranate at the store, you can take the seeds and grow it yourself and save a ton of money. So you don't have to spend a lot of money buying trees and things like that if you can actually start them at home yourself.
This I grew from a pineapple top, and it lost a few of its leaves through the winter. But as you can tell, you can grow a pineapple with the top. It works. And there are videos on that are on our channel. If you want to know how to do it, it's very easy. So guys, also don't forget about your kids. You want your kids to get involved. This is a little tree that Troy grew, and you want your kids to get involved. Even if it is something that you're like, I don't necessarily need this plant, or I'm not thinking about growing this, just let your kids get involved.
You don't need any more oak trees?
I don't need another oak tree.
But it's awesome though, he started it
But
out.
he started it, and it gets your kids excited about doing something that they're not used to doing maybe. And if they aren't, they're just gonna be so excited about it, and they're gonna wanna help you. And that helps you as well, right? So get your kids involved, let them grow something with you and get involved with you. So guys, the moral of the story is you can buy seeds from the store, plants from the store, and grow them fairly easily. You just have to know a few tips that are in this video that are gonna help you. Also, if you can't, there are certain things, like I wanted to purchase a banana tree already because I had a hard time trying to grow the seeds of the banana. So sometimes you can grow the plant to get the fruit, to replant the seeds, and sometimes you just buy the plants themselves. Whatever works for you, this is a new way of thinking about growing fruits and vegetables and orchards on your property, getting healthier and more fit.
Folks, that's a wrap.
Woohoo!
You're not trying to cut out of here already, Jennifer, are you?
Yes.
You know, you're trying to get,
I'm
let's shoot this
cold.
and go.
I'm cold.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I'm
it's
like,
not
oh,
bad.
God.
It's like 40 something.
Let's go.
But anyway, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, do all those things. And if you have any tips or suggestions for us, put them down in the comment section below. And if we don't like them, we're gonna delete them.
Yeah, just leave your comment.
That's what happens, sorry. That's what happens. But anyway,
We're frozen.
we're out of here. I can't even talk, I can't even think right. Actually, turmeric's supposed to help with that. So eat your turmeric and you'll feel.
My hands.
Bye. How's that, Jennifer?
That's good.